Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies, and this is Cromwell, from the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey. Cromwell, the Abbé Larrey de Rudrin, published at Amsterdam in 1746 a book entitled the following, of which Claus says that it is the armory from which all the abuse of Freemasonry by its enemies has been derived. Le Rudin was the first to advocate in this book the theory that Oliver Cromwell was the founder of Freemasonry. He says that Cromwell established the order for the furtherance of his political designs, adopting with this view as its governing principles the doctrine of liberty and equality, and bestowed upon its members the title of Freemasons because his object was to engage them in the building of a new edifice, that is to say, to reform the human race by the extermination of kings and all regal power. He selected for this purpose the design of building the Temple of Solomon. This temple, erected by divine command, had been the sanctuary of religion after years of glory and magnificence. It had been destroyed by a formidable army. The people who there worshipped had been conveyed to Babylon, whence, after enduring a rigorous captivity, they had been permitted to return to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple. This history of the Solomonic Temple Cromwell adopted, says Le Rudin, as an allegory on which to found his new order. The temple in its original magnificence was man, in his primeval state of purity. Its destruction and the captivity of its worshippers typified pride and ambition, which have abolished equality and introduced dependence among men, and the Chaldean destroyers of the glorious edifice are the kings who have trodden on an oppressed people. It was, continues the abbé, in the year 1648 that Cromwell, at an entertainment given by him to some of his friends, proposed to them, in guarded terms, the establishment of a new society, which should secure a true worship of God, and the deliverance of man from oppression and tyranny. The proposition was received with unanimous favor, and a few days later, at a house in King Street, and at 6 o'clock in the evening, for the abbey is particular as to time and place, the order of Freemasonry was organized, its degrees established, its ceremonies and ritual prescribed, and several of the adherents of the future protector initiated. The institution used by Cromwell for the advancement of his projects, for the union of the contending parties in England, for the extirpation of the monarchy, and his own subsequent elevation to supreme power. It extended from England into other countries, but was always careful to preserve the same doctrines of equality and liberty among men, and opposition to all monarchical government. Such is the theory of the Abbé Le Rudin, who, although a bitter enemy of Masonry, writes with seemingly fairness and mildness. But it is hardly necessary to say that this theory of the origin of Freemasonry finds no support either in the legends of the institution or in the authentic history that is connected with its rise and progress. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.